Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. I'm Melissa if you haven't been here before. Today what we're going to do is we're going to be doing a little bit of a Colourpop haul. I got a few things at the sale for Colourpop. It just came in today, so I wanted to play with a few things. I know I was talking about Alien Cosmetics yesterday, but we'll get to that. But I just wanted to dig into these. I got the Colourpop Dash of Spice palette, which is one of the palettes that they put together of the singles, because they started selling singles, and it's one of the palettes they had already put together on their website. So I got that. I got a couple of the Mulan blushes. I got Super Shock highlighter, a couple of lippies. So we're gonna get into it, see what kind of look I can come up with, play with some new stuff. If that's something you want to see, then just keep watching. Alright, got my hair thrown back, taking my glasses off. I've already done my brows with the e.l.f. eyebrow pencil, and I did my eyes, prime my eyes with the Beauty Bay Eye Base in Base 2. And the LA Girl, I'm not sure. I'm going to have to keep trying it out, but I don't know how well it kept my shadow on yesterday. So I'm going to have to keep trying it out to let y'all know what I think about it. But it seemed like my shadow didn't hang on as well. But I'm going to have to keep, like I said, trying it out with different eyeshadows. But we're going to dig into this palette. Again, it's the Dash of Spice palette made out of singles. And first, I'm going to go into Best Coast Scenario, which is this middle orange shade. And I'm going to put that in my crease as my transition shade. And I'm using my Sigma E25 blending brush. Kind of want to do a little bit of a fall look, since it is kind of a fall palette. Alright, now I'm going to take the brown shade down here. It's called Float On. It's got a little bit of shimmer in it. And I'm going to put that on my outer corner of my lid. Now I'm going to take this orange shimmer down here called High Society. I'm going to put that on the other half of my lid. I'm taking a cotton round with some micellar water, and I'm going to clean up my edges and any fallout I had. I really like this lid color. It's really pretty. But I'm going to take the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hydrating Illuminator in a soft ivory. Sorry if you hear that. My daughter's playing with her tablet right outside. And the illuminator I actually got with my last order that I placed, my Stone Cold Fox palette. But I'm going to go into the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Hydrating Foundation in Light 55N. And I'm going to dot that on my face. I'm going to blend that out using my Sigma multitasker brush. I gotta cover up some of this masking. I don't wear a mask often because I don't go out a ton, but with my daughter being in the hospital that little bit of time, my face has been broke out since, and it's all around my chin. And I'm taking my Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer in Fair 20N. And I'm going to dot that on my under eyes real quick. And I'm going to blend that out with my concealer brush. And I'm using my number 7 powder in light to set that concealer. This isn't Colourpop, but gotta have my number 7 powder. I don't think I have a Colourpop powder, actually. Alright, now I'm taking my Colourpop bronzer in Coconut Beach. I'm going to use the Mulan blush in Matchmaker. It's kind of a lighter blush. I'm going to try this out. Also got the Good Luck Charm too. It's a little bit darker than the Matchmaker. Might put some of that on too. Alright, so I also grabbed the Super Shop Cheek Pearlized in Flexitarian. I have it in other shades, but I've never had Flexitarian before, so I snatched it up. And I'm going to put that on. Going over my brow, over the other brow, down my nose, cupid's bow, and my chin. I'm going to throw the Colourpop Creme Gel Liner in Sunnyvale on my waterline. I actually added, because it wasn't the right shade, I added Juniper to my waterline as well, just to kind of deepen it up a little bit more. And that's from the Sandstone collection. I'm going to put the brown shade Float On underneath my lower lash line. And I'm going to take this gold, which is called Diego, and I'm going to put that in my inner corner as my inner corner highlight. Alright, I'm going to hop off here, throw on some Thrive Cosmetics mascara, and I'll be right back. Alright, for lips, I'm going to go in with the Colourpop Lippy Stick in Bichette, Bichette. I'm not sure if I'm spelling that right or saying that right, but I'm not sure how great it's going to look with this because it's like a deeper red, but we're going to try it out. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I think I got something better that'll go with this. Alright, I was going to use one of my Private Beauty lipsticks, but to stick with the Colourpop theme, I'm going to go into the Colourpop Lippy Stick in Coyote Ugly and see how this looks. I don't know if it's perfect, but it's better than the red with this. I added a little bit of Hike House to that, which is kind of like let me show you the colors. This is Hike House, so it's kind of like a mauve nude. This one is Coyote Ugly. It's kind of like a terracotta nude. So I added those two together for this lip color because the two that I got on sale were like reds. I got the deeper red, and then I got Trust Me, which is more like a bright red. So yeah, and the last thing I picked up is the Colourpop No Filter Setting Spray. I know they had just come out with this not too long ago, and I wanted to try it. There it goes. It has the same sprayer as what the Pretty Fresh setting spray has, but it kind of had like a lemony scent to me. It might just be me, but it kind of smelled a little lemony. But it does have a really nice fresh scent to it. Alright, well this is the final look using the Dash of Spice palette and my Colourpop haul. Show you the palette again. think it's a really, really pretty palette. I need to check and see if it's still in stock. Alright, it is still in stock. It's on down the page of the eyeshadow palettes, but it is still in stock, as well as the Magic Hour palette, which I was kind of interested in that, but it's bigger and it's like 40 bucks, I think, for the palette. And I figured I probably had all the shades in it, so I decided not to, but I did want to get this little palette. It's really cute, and I did get a few more palettes in my haul. I'll show you. They're palettes that have been out for a while, but I'll show you the palettes I got. I just picked up the Orange You Glad palette, the Meant to Be palette, and the Baby Got Peach, because those are three that I didn't pick up when they first came out. And the orange one, I've just really been into oranges lately, as you can tell with the Dash of Spice palette, as well as say Spice of Life palette. But the Dash of Spice palette, I've kind of been into oranges lately. And the Meant to Be, I've been kind of going back and forth with it. And I finally decided to pick it up since it was on sale. And the Baby Got Peach, same thing, kind of going back and forth with it. And I finally picked that up as well. So I also got those three palettes on top of what else I picked up. But the main things I got was this, the blushes, the highlighter, the setting spray, and I think that's it with these palettes. Everything else I already had that I just put together to finish a full face of Colourpop. But the Dash of Spice palette, I really like it. I especially love this shimmer. It's really pretty. It does kind of remind me though of, hold on a second, kind of reminds me of Diver in the Coast to Coral palette, but I'm thinking that the Spice of Life shade is a little more orange maybe. Yeah. See if I can get them close to each other. You can kind of see the one's a little more coral, the other's a little more orange, but the way they shift really remind me of each other. Hopefully I'm showing those. Yeah. But the way they shift, they really remind me of each other. So, but they're gorgeous, gorgeous shades, both of them. And I remember I used that shade, or no, did I use the Keys? I think I used the Keys, but they both kind of have that kind of gold shift to them. So, but I really, really love those shades, the way they have that gold shift to them. They just look gorgeous on the eyes, because I really enjoyed the look that I did with the Coast to Coral palette as well. So the palette I'm really loving. I even like the brown shade, even with the little shimmers in it. I thought it looked really pretty even with the shimmers in it. This does have two pressed glitters, but actually this pressed glitter up here is gorgeous. It has orange and gold and all kinds of colors that are just gorgeous. And then you have this more of like a gold bronze pressed glitter down there. So if you don't like pressed glitters, that's 2 shades out of 9. You might not want to pick this up, but there is 4 mattes and then there's 2 shimmers. So I thought it was worth it. I thought it was a really beautiful palette. They had another one, but it was already out of stock that was like this. But it was already out of stock, but it was just a brown palette. So I wound up, I think, getting the better deal out of having the oranges, especially the way I've just been loving oranges lately. Let's see, the blushes are gorgeous. They do have shimmer in them, which I don't notice it as much now on my cheeks. I can't tell what's highlighter and what's blush, but they are really gorgeous though, if you don't mind a little bit of gold shimmer, which it just kind of catches the light. It's not super noticeable to me, but these are really, really pretty for just a neutral blush that'll go with anything. If you don't know what to pair with your eyes, or you know, you can just throw one of these on. And I love the Mulan collection. We actually got it for my daughter. So, because she loves Mulan, but I really like the blushes, so I got the blushes for me. But the Flexitarian highlighter is gorgeous. I knew it was going to be gorgeous because I've heard raves about it from so many different people. I just never picked it up. Same thing with the palettes. I never picked it up. I have other Super Shocks, but I've never gotten that one. Oh, I haven't talked about this since I got it, but the illuminator I think looks really, really pretty. They have different colors. I got the ivory, I think was soft ivory, but they have like a bronze color and some different colors. I'd like to try some other colors, but I really, really think it's beautiful. It's kind of like the Becca backlight filter in a way, maybe a little bit more glowy, but it just kind of puts a little bit of shimmer up underneath your foundation, and you can use it like the Charlotte Tilbury glow wand. You can put it on the high points of your face. You can mix it with your foundation. You can also put it under foundation, which I like putting it under foundation kind of as my primer. And I think that it's really beautiful. So that's that. And I think the last thing that I picked up was the setting spray. So far so good. I like the way it smells, and I love the sprayer on it. It's like I said, it sprays like the Pretty Fresh. If you use the Pretty Fresh setting spray, it sprays like that, and I think it has a really, really awesome mist. It doesn't just like squirt you in the face. It's really light. So I really like this. The only thing about that is sometimes you can overspray and then you gotta dry your face off because you oversprayed. At least I do, because it feels so good and you don't realize how much you're putting on. But so far so good. It seemed to have set my makeup pretty good, but I'll have to wear it throughout the day to see how well the longevity is on it. But like I said, so far so good. But I think that's it. If y'all want me to do any looks with the other palettes that I picked up, I know they've been out for a while, but the Orangey Glad Meant to Be and the peach one, if y'all would like to see looks with those, let me know. But I already have enough to do, so if you don't, that's fine. But yes, so far I'm loving everything that I got from the sale, and I'm pretty excited about everything, especially this palette. I'm real excited about this palette. But if you like this video, please hit the like button. Also subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love for you to become a part of our family here. Also ring the bell so you can be notified whenever I upload my amazing content. And that's going to be all for me. I hope you are staying happy, staying healthy, taking care of yourselves, and I hope you have a great rest of the day. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.